Good morning, you all. How are y'all doing today? Fantastic. Hey, take a minute. Give yourselves a round of applause. Hey, matter of fact, give the person to the right and to the left of you. Yeah. It's been 4 whole weeks. How has your commitment been going? It's been tough, hasn't it? We remember what commitment is, right? Making a plan and putting it into practice. Making a plan and putting it into practice. There's so many obstacles that can come up. I don't feel like it. I don't want to. I'd rather do this. I'd rather do that. They're all there. But we don't allow it to affect our what? Yeah, our commitment, our plan, our ability to be able to put it into practice. Sometimes we can do it and not even feel like it. But most importantly, we do it. That's what commitment's all about. We've had a great opportunity to be able to talk about commitment. We've got some great stories all month long. This month, commitment can either make you say, oh my goodness, I didn't know it was that hard. Or it can make you say, oh my goodness, I didn't know it was that hard. Yeah, it's not easy. Commitment's not easy on anybody. However, a few months ago, we remember we can do all things through Christ Jesus that strengthens us. So this week, we're going to get a little practice. We're going to learn about talking to others about God. In this story, before I get to it, do y'all remember the memory verse? I think it's Timothy, 1 Timothy, chapter 4, verse 8. Do y'all remember what it looks like? Let me put it up for you all. Yeah, training the body has some value, but being godly has value in every way. It promises to help in the life you're now living and the life to come. Yeah, we need help in the life we're living right now. Yeah. I tell you what, if you all can stretch with me, take a little bit of time. It's been a while. You all can kind of help me finish with my 5K practicing, train to get better. But guess what else? I'm going to make it fun for you all. I'm going to ask for you all's feedback while we're running. We're going to talk about, telling others about God. Peter has this great revelation. And Jesus tells him all about it. Let's get in line and let's stretch. Are y'all loosened up yet? If not, we're going to take it pretty slow. So this training for my 5K, again, thank you all so much for helping me. It always feels pretty good when somebody else is committed, maybe not like you are, but to the same thing. You all helping me work to get better and better and better at this 5K. It's pretty helpful. When I feel like quitting, I know that I can't. When I feel like I don't want to do it, I know you all can encourage me. But we haven't all just been working on this 5K. We've been training on something else. Yeah, growing in our relationship with God. If we stay committed, we get better and better and better. And what Jesus says is most important. And what is that? loving God and loving other people. When it comes to running, there's a lot of things that are really important. One of the most important things is communication. You see, I got to communicate with a lot of people. My trainer, my coach, even the race officials to be able to get my paperwork in. Even training with a lot of people. So communication is very, very important. If you don't communicate something properly, you can find out that what you thought you said is not what they thought you said. And what you actually said is something different than they understood. It's like going to the store and ordering a strawberry, vanilla, pecan milkshake. And because you got your mask on and you didn't speak clearly, they said strawberry but broccoli. And when you taste it, you're like, ugh, what is this? Because you didn't communicate clearly so they can understand exactly what you were saying. That goes with a lot of things too. And how do we communicate? We communicate with our voice. We speak things to people. So, I'm going to need you all's voice. Start out. What I'm going to do is actually put up an emoji, and I want you all to act out whatever the choice that you make, A, B, C, or D. Whatever that emoji is, I want you to act it out. Are y'all ready? Let's try it. Let's start out with this question. How are you feeling today? Well, any one of those could be right. But looks like somebody felt like a little puppy dog. Well, throughout our story, I'm going to get you all to do the same thing, if that's okay. Act it out, whatever your choice is. Are y'all ready? So let's get into the story. Long time ago, Jesus was actually walking with his friends, his disciples. And they had been traveling from Galilee to a place called Caesarea Philippi. It's about 25 miles. It's almost like driving from Birmingham to maybe McCalla. But they weren't driving, they was actually walking. And Jesus had a few questions. When you're around somebody, they kind of tell you pretty much how they feel about you. But there are oftentimes people that you're not around that you wonder, what did they say about me? You know how you walk into a conversation and you say, what'd you say about me? Are you talking about me? Well, Jesus kind of asked somewhat of a question like that. He asked his disciples, who do the people say that the Son of Man is? Well, disciples really just kind of told him the truth. They kind of, I guess, looked at one another and I guess we ought to tell them. Well, before y'all find out which one it is, I tell you what, I'm going to put some emojis up and you all tell me, how do you think the disciples responded? Ready? So which one did you all act out? Was it the prophet? Was it John the Baptist? Was it Elijah? Or was it Jeremiah? Well, let's look at the Bible. Turn to Matthew, verse 16 and 24. They replied, some say John the Baptist, others say Elijah, still others say Jeremiah, one of the prophets. Well, why did they say that? Because the miracles that Jesus was doing, they knew it could only be from God. But they read the stories about the prophets of old, and they said, wow, maybe these people have came back to life or something. They only referenced the Jeremiah, the Elijah, with the power of God that they had, and they said, this guy's doing all this stuff. He must be one of them. So they knew Jesus was special. Guess what? Anytime somebody asks a question like that, everybody easily says, oh, well, they said this, they said that. Yeah. Just like you knew when they walk up and say, what'd you say about me? Oh, he said you had this shoe. Yeah, that was very easy. It becomes very difficult to really say what you said about it. So Jesus then turns and asks, what do you say I am? Who do you say I am? Well, Peter spoke up. What do y'all think Peter said? Here you go. Here's your chance. Let's see if you can act these out. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Well, turn to Matthew 16:16. Peter answered and said, you're the Messiah. You are the Son of the living God. Jesus turns to Peter and says, wow, you spoke so boldly. He told Peter, you didn't know this inside, but actually, my Father in heaven showed it to you by the Spirit of God. Peter was able to tell Jesus who he was, the Christ, Son of the living God. In saying that, Jesus gave Peter a nickname. Do y'all remember what it was? Let's see if you can act this one out. You ready? I wonder how you would have acted if it was Thunderbolt. Well, it wasn't. It was actually Rock. Yeah. He called him the Rock. Something solid. Strong foundation that wasn't going to be moved. Just like Jesus is always going to be the Christ, the Son of the living God. Jesus tells him, upon this profession, upon this belief, this is how I'm going to build my church. On the belief that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God. Well, why is that important? Because with Jesus being the Christ, we have nobody else to go to but him for our own salvation. Not only once we become baptized and believe in him in our heart, anytime we have a problem or issue or want to get an understanding about what the Bible means, we can go to him. And His Spirit will reveal it to us. Just as, what? Yeah. Just as the Spirit of God revealed it to Peter. It's the same God today as it was yesterday, and it'll be tomorrow. But not only will He just tell us that, but He'll also give us the boldness. He'll give us the information and the courage to be able to speak to others about Jesus Christ. To tell others that Jesus Christ is really the Son of God and how that can help them in their life. We don't have to be timid. We don't have to be scared. We can allow the Spirit of God to be able to guide us to be able to talk about Christ. Yeah, we don't know it all. We never will. If we're waiting to know it all, we'll never know it all. But we rely totally on His Spirit. Well, where does it come? I get where does it come from. It comes from being able to do what? Yeah. Pray, read, and to be able to talk about it. Even as little kids, God reveals Himself to us. Yeah. We just got to believe it. The great thing about it is this. We don't have to go it alone. We can hang around others that believe in Christ, and we can talk about Jesus Christ to others. We can practice. But not only that, the more and more we talk to them about others, the more and more we can talk to others that maybe don't know Christ. We can have a real cool conversation with them, and when they ask us some questions, if we don't know the answer, we can just say we don't know the answer. But I have a friend, I have a so-and-so, I have a uncle, or let's Google it. Let's see if we can find it in the Bible. Yeah. We don't have to go alone. The great thing we'll learn is this. Through prayer, in our relationship with God, our reading the Bible, we can see that practicing talking about God is actually fun. It's exciting. When we read the stories, we become so amazed at what He's done. We can only get excited about telling others, but making sure that we do what? We make the wise choice because we believe ourselves. So remember, practice talking about God. Make the wise choice. And know we can trust God no matter what. This one took a lot of commitment. This was tough. Making a plan and putting it into practice. Remember what 1 Timothy 4:8 says. Training the body has some value, but being godly has value in every way. In the life that we live right now, and in the life to come. Remember, make the wise choice. And practice. Practice talking about God.